And away we go. 2 in a row, mate. Hello and welcome. Another installment.
Not a good week, but still got the win.
We've got issues, but we got the win, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Few promising signs, but still a lot of work to do.
Should we take a look at what last week was?
Quick look at last week.
Yep.
Bit of drama.
A bit. Oh, yeah, you want to go over that?
Do I? Not really. So basically our opponent loopholed the captain.
So our opponent tried to do a little shifty. That's what happened.
So, and obviously that's a big no-no in this league. And we reported it, but after lockout had already started.
So what happened was he had Raul as captain, and then he had Dunkley as his vice.
Yeah.
Dunkley scored like a 114.
Yeah.
And then about an hour before, maybe a couple of hours before the lockout on Saturday, he tried to loophole the captain by putting a non-scoring player on the field. Now, in our league, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to loophole captains. It doesn't work like that.
But you can loophole. So what he was actually doing, he was trying to be smart. They were trying to be smart. It's a
co-coach team.
So they put Jack Hayes on in order to take Kai Lohmann's score, which fair enough, free to do that. That is a loophole use. That's a good use of the loophole. And they've made Jack Hayes the captain, effectively making Dunkley the captain. Then we got to pick.
Yeah. We got to pick their captain for the week.
From the remaining players.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
those of you who watch, which a lot of you do, you would have heard us say about how Pickett's going to score a fat 43, I think.
I said a fat 43, and we chose Marlon Pickett as the opposing captain, and he scored a 42. And I was told also by Geordie, he's like, I would have picked, who did he say? Whoever. He would have picked someone else.
Whoever else.
He would have picked Callum Brown.
Okay.
And I said, all right.
Well, that's why Geordie's sitting where
Okay, what's happened in the week so far? Elijah Holland is named.
We picked up Schultz.
No, that
was last week.
There was a bit of trade talk going on.
Yeah, let's go to our team. How about that?
We flirted with the idea of trading 4 Mark Blitzarves, and what we were willing to give away would have been reluctantly, but Trent Rivers and Ryan Burns to sweeten the deal.
Yep.
With a team that hasn't got a win.
Our thinking was we don't have ruck cover for Gawn. We're a little bit thin in the midfield after losing Doc. My take was don't make the trade because depth is our strength, but also your take was, you get an opportunity to shore up that ruck position.
Shore up the ruck position plus make that 7th midfielder. Like if Blitzarves is your 7th midfielder, 6 or 7, you're very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So then I looked at his age, and obviously the guy didn't want to do the trade in the end, and very happy because we're moving on to this week.
Yep.
And I've got Trent Rivers
sitting on a 52 at halftime.
Well,
so I think when we drafted players for a reason, and you just got to back yourself in. And I feel like this game is a game of temptation, very much like life. And it is tempting, and the grass is greener on the other side. But I think you got to back yourself in. We're filming this at halftime of the D's game, and Salem's gone off with a hammy, so that just means Trent Rivers gets a little bit more of a lick potentially. So
yeah.
The other big piece of news was Finlayson, who was suspended for 3 weeks for whatever he was suspended for.
Had to be on our team,
of course,
and that's. Just goes to show consecutive weeks. Every week there's been another injury / suspension /
fuckery,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's just another example. Let's move on to this week. What we got going on?
Well,
and Zerha obviously has been a late
named
injured. Wasn't on any injury report or list.
Do we want to look at who we're playing and then come back to our team and talk about team selection?
I think we look at team selection right now,
Yep.
and then we'll look at who we're playing.
Rivers is already playing. He's in, and
Yeah.
he started well. Sada McGovern under the roof. No issue there. Lockie Ash.
We're just going to move on from Lockie. We're not going to talk about him because we drafted him.
It's my bad.
No, there's no my bads. He's going to come good. We need to bank the wins right now. We're 2-2. Big opponent this week, which we'll get to there.
We've put Iden to the bench and we've put Guthrie on the field because,
well, low key last week I was starting to push for Guthrie, but I was happy to give Iden a go after the bye coming off 100. And even watching Guthrie, it's affirmed to me why we drafted him and why we were excited about it. Like, he's a starter defender, ideally.
Yeah. And they're playing North.
Yeah.
So
and just he's going to get better as the weeks go on, the season goes. So backline's pretty set. Like, we need Mitch to get around it a bit more, play a bit more offensive rather than lockdown.
I think this week we'll see a better Mitch McGovern.
Okay.
Against
Really,
the Crows.
that'd be hope. Sard, no question.
Yeah.
All right, on to the middle.
Clary. We've got to ride out the hand. It's a broken finger.
He's mentally not there as well. Like, he's no doubt got some demons he's facing at the moment. He needs football though, and
he needs his finger to heal as well. So
ride the Clayton Oliver way. Oh, we were talking before. How nice. We're going to watch the tape back of the draft, but I think we were pushing pretty close to Rosie at that pick.
We were this close to Rosie, but the initial instinct was Clary.
Clary.
And
Clary had slipped to 16, so it was almost a no-brainer.
Jai slowly getting... Listen, this is the week for the 100. He scored a 98 last week, looked a little bit better, kicked a goal. I think Jai also someone we have to ride. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So he played. Tanner, I don't know what the story is, but look at the game time again. We brought it up last week.
Was a little bit more.
7%.
Yeah, was a little bit more, but there must be something with a rotation.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a burst player and that's how he plays him.
Yeah.
Bonner,
riding high on Bonner, mate.
Something tells me Bonner might not be in our team at the end of the year for some reason.
Okay.
But I would he's averaging more than, I think he's our highest averaging, no, maybe behind Josh Dacos.
He's averaging 96.
Yeah.
So
he's behind Josh Dacos as our
It's been a great pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Cripps has been good.
Solid.
Windhager comes back into the side. This is the question. Elijah is named to play. Do we play Elijah? Do we play Marcus Windhager? Elijah under the roof, kick mark action.
Love Windhager. Like both of them. I mean, the question could be Windhager instead of Guthrie and play them both. But I want Zach Guthrie to be playing after I just talked him up like that. But that is a question too, because Windhager is a dual position.
I guess Elijah would be sore from last week, but if he's named, he's named. Named on the field for Carlton. Kick mark game against the Crows. I'm Team Elijah.
You are Team Elijah, and last time you pushed for Elijah for a debut and we benched him and he scored a 107. So are you getting caught in Elijah Carlton and that score?
Very much so.
Or
I very much could be.
Are you thinking clearly Windhager, a week off, fresh from suspension?
True, he was suspended.
Raring to go.
Okay.
Not injured.
All right.
Fair.
We'll play Windhager.
No, happily?
You're right. No, it's
happily,
the right. It's the circumstances are the right. I mean, Mitch was sore last week, and it showed because he didn't score as well.
Yeah.
Elijah is clearly sore.
Okay.
So happy to play Windhager. We're going to get a 111 on this position here because Josh Dacos, we're going to be taking his opening round score. That's why that's empty.
Yeah.
So that's a great start.
Great
a 111.
No, very happy with that because that's more than his average.
Yeah.
for the year. So just a bonus there.
Just want to give I don't want to talk too soon, but Maxi Gorn. He's on 83 at 82 at the half.
Which is, as your captain, thank God.
Yeah.
For Max Gorn.
Yeah. Lukosius plays in a milestone game this week.
Lukosius is a backman and is listed in our forward line, which is the dream. That's the fantasy dream.
That is the fantasy
because
dream.
he'll probably get dual status, not that we need to use it.
Yep.
And he's a defender behind the ball.
Bradley, back to form, playing this week, no issue. He looked good last week. Jamara plays game 50 this week against the Bombers under the roof.
He might be playing on Ben Mackay. However, Ben Mackay's pretty agile.
Don't you think Ben Mackay will go to Norton?
Yes, but Norton is now a decoy, plays higher up the ground. And he's if anything, he's going to try and be dragging Ben Mackay outside of 50, and Ben Mackay's not going to be dragged outside 50.
Okay.
They'll do a switch. Have to.
We kind of have no choice. Our forward line, all of them have to play. We don't have any cover. So,
we just lost our cover with Zerha. So that's the first risk kind of that we'll be taking. Max King, tough opponent, but I believe in him. He's got Sam Taylor.
Same with Todd Marshall. If he plays on Pierce.
Alex Pierce, true. So we've got some key forwards who are going to have some tough matchups, but don't really have a choice. Let's move on to Keddy's Killers.
Keddy's Fiddlers, what's he up to here? So this is what it looks like.
So
at the half, I mean, you got Petrarca on 20 at the half.
You couldn't ask for a better half from Petrarca as an opponent. Really like his team. I think we both like his team. He's also got a Carlton logo on his jumper there. So fellow bagger.
Yep.
Wang and Miller are
star
dangerous. Jordan Boyd, he's actually averaging pretty good for fantasy right now. But whatever. Yeah, you wouldn't want to hang your hat. Blake Hardwick, Ryan Burton, solid backline. He's got Brayshaw as his captain. Imagine he had to put Petrarca as his captain. Brayshaw is playing Port away. And he's a walking 90 plus.
Yeah.
But let's hope it's closer to 90 rather than the 140. Akers.
I think I back. No, he's got a really good midfield. He's obviously got Cornelio. Cornelio's playing well this week because we didn't take him. And that's just look how solid. Like even McKercher he wasn't good last week, but he's a solid 75-80 player. Yeah, with the potential,
he'll only get better. Fiorini should go over 90. So he'll have Saliga loves a lot of the names he has are players that I like to watch and like. Riley against Carlton. Yes, we love TDK, but realistically, with the way Riley plays, he'll probably go 90 plus.
I thought Switkowski did a bit of a soft tissue last week, so that's one to watch.
But he's named clearly. Dylan Moore. Love Dylan Moore. Drafted him with like our second pick last year, and then on traded him, which was a really good trade in the end. But he can put it up.
Look, it's going to be close.
Yeah,
it's going to be a close week. Who's his emergency? So Pal Pepper, who's named. He's going to be taking Papley's score from opening round, which was
89, maybe
87. Okay, so that's a pretty solid score in the forward line.
So we're 20 ahead just by virtue of one player has each played through the bye, which is not it. Obviously, we're ahead. So, and we've got Gorn. But what we've learned is doesn't matter how well you start, there's a lot of names to get through.
Yeah, and to be fair, our forward line, which we thought was our weakest line, pretty much won us the game last week.
True.
So I'm looking forward to Newcomb cracking the ton. I'm looking forward to Clary finding some form in the second half of this game. And
was he on 22 at halftime last week?
Something like that.
Yeah, he finished on 47?
47.
Need more than that.
Yeah, need more than that.
And Trent Rivers, just kick on, mate. Don't slow down.
Yeah.
Kick on.
So that's us for the week.
Yeah.
If we can win 3 in a row, big.
This is a big test. This
test.
is a very solid team. And if we can hold firm here and get the dub.
Well, Cornelio, I mean, look, Dacos is his Cornelio. So Cornelio's just got to go under 111, which we're going to have with Dacos. It's not bad.
Cornelio's his Dacos. I mean, it's
because he would have taken Brayshaw with his first pick, Petrarca with his second.
No, Dacos was later for us. We got Dacos late. He slipped.
Yeah, but for him, he would have taken Petrarca with his first pick.
Did he?
Potentially. Is that right? Or did he? No, sorry.
He took
Brayshaw with his first pick. Petrarca, he would have got with his second.
Pick after Oliver. We took Oliver. He took Petrarca.
True.
That's what
then
happened.
We took Doc and he took Cornelio.
Yes, that's what's happened.
So
yeah, and then Jai and Josh Dacos were the next rung.
True.
Of picks. Wow, we had a good strategy.
Yeah.
Maxi Gorman.
Thank God. No. So,
all right.
Wish us luck. Ciao.